So William Aguilar blocked me on Twitter, but guess who has got me down in terms of holding down the explanation? It's the boy, the myth, the legend, Tony the Pony, the favorite homie. So Tony the Pony has taken it upon himself to explain to us what PlayStation's job listing means. Are you ready? Let's get an explanation from Tony the Pony. Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's your boy, Tony the Pony, your favorite homie. And right now, I am flustered. But I'm going to start with the kangaroo in the room. The kangaroo in the room is the fact that you guys expect us PlayStation gamers to jump on camera, jump on X, jump on post every single time there's bad PlayStation news like this right away. Well, let me tell you something about the PlayStation fan base and the PlayStation content creators, okay?
Tell us, Tony.
We are better than you.
Oh.
We have real lives, real careers. We have families. You know what a family is? We're too busy to simply jump on camera every single time there's some bad news that comes out to help calm you down. It just happens to be a coincidence that whenever there's bad Xbox news, we just happen to be free. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. I'm sick and tired of it. Every time there's some negative PlayStation news, everyone is calling Tony. Where's Tony at? Where's Tony at? What's Tony at? Tony's dealing with his family. Okay? If it was negative Xbox news, I'd probably have some free time because they managed to find time to drop it when I have free time and I can actually talk about it. But this negative PlayStation news, this came at a bad time. I was busy. And like most Xbox, PlayStation content creators, we were busy. But let's talk about what the negative news is. Apparently, there's a job posting that Sony put out there, and in the middle of the job posting, it says to help put games on other platforms, and they actually wrote out Xbox. And now everyone's losing their minds. PlayStation did not lie to us. They're not like Xbox.
I don't know how he does the voice pitch consistently.
They're a corporation with morals. They care about us. They did not lie to us. There's no game going to Xbox that cannot be explained. That's science. I need you to understand. There's no game going to Xbox that cannot be explained, and I'm going to prove it to you, okay?
You see, as much as this is parody, guys, the Xbox, the PlayStation aficionado will find a way to wiggle out of admitting that they are wrong. Even when they say, yeah, I was wrong, they'll still squeeze their way into some other kind of mental gymnastics. This is why I said, and I'm going to go back to it. And I even see some Xbox fans, saying that MLB The Show is not one of those games. And I just laugh and say, the market strongly disagrees with you and every single person else who says that. Why? Because the reason MLB The Show even went to another platform was simply because there was money to be made there and money had not been tapped. Why didn't it just go to PC? Why not just do a PC port for MLB The Show? Why Xbox and Game Pass? What was going on in this particular regard? I mean, people can't just forget that a PlayStation developed game went to, okay, hold on. A lot of people are making it seem like MLB rents San Diego studios to make their game every year. That's how people are making it seem. Well, MLB owns the game and MLB does that. Hold on. Isn't it a licensed game? If it's a licensed game, then MLB owns a license and PlayStation owns the game. In the sense that they're using their own engine. Like, MLB can't come and be like, oh, give us our game. That's not how it works. That particular technology and the property is literally PlayStation's own proprietary software. So should MLB decide tomorrow that they don't want to do the game with PlayStation, They cannot use any of those specific assets as modified within that engine without PlayStation's express permission. So PlayStation has as much hold of that game, just like they do with the Spider-Man games, as MLB does, as it holds the license, just as Marvel holds a license for Spider-Man. So if tomorrow Marvel goes ahead now and publishes Spider-Man on Xbox, do you mean to tell me that we're going to sit here and say, oh, it's because Marvel wanted the game published on there? I mean, come on. That's why I never conceded ground on the MLB The Show as the very first, because once I realized that once I did that, the PlayStation fanboy would explain anything away. Look at them explaining Helldivers 2. Look at Detective Seeds on Twitter, who says he doesn't really care about, the exclusives. He just wants people to play games. He's already explaining to you that job posting has already been there for a minute, that they just want to go ahead and, derelict more duties. So if it's been there, it means they've been thirsting for Xbox's money all this while. Because some of you don't necessarily realize that now no one is buying games much on that platform. Think about it. All of you are fighting about Forza Horizon 5, but you're not looking at the grand picture. A game that sold 3 million copies when it launched in April is the biggest selling game on PlayStation before Call of Duty hits. Do you know what that means? It means half the year has gone and not a single AAA game has actually clocked that number in 2025 on PlayStation. Which means that PlayStation, in its bid to get that one more piece, hold on, let me mute this. One more piece in getting to 10%. Do you remember when Lynn Azar said that? Do you remember some of the things that she said would be in their, purview to try to gain that 10% profitability? Listen.
So again, the business fundamentals are strong, and we expect this to continue across many key areas. First, strong sales growth driven by highly engaged and multi-generation MEU. And then an increase in the PS Plus, we spoke about that, increase in PS Plus revenue due to the shift to the higher tier and also our price revision. And then on the first-party live services, becoming more consistent, predictable, and growing revenue stream. And also with the continued strength and reliable delivery of our tentpole titles, incremental revenue also generated by going off console with our first-party IP. And finally, the strict cost management.
So in her second statement, she kind of breezes through that piece of it. In her first statement, she talks about third party.
Operating leverage.
Listen.
Additionally, as we are focused on growing the PS Plus business profitably, continuing to drive subscriber growth in our premium and extra tiers. And finally, we expect the ongoing focus on operational excellence.
Hold on, let me find it for you. Lynn Azar says that here. Listen.
A higher level of our revenue to be from content and services, which will improve the overall profitability of the business. Our roadmap of first-party titles and the high expectations we have for the third-party titles.
Right there. Right there. Right there. The high expectations they have for the third-party titles. But if the highest sold third-party title before Call of Duty is sitting around 3 million. Now, yes, there are other third-party games that are selling millions and millions of units, but that cadence is not necessarily there for them to sit down and wait upon to make money. So they got to get out there. But Tony the Pony right here wants to explain it away, even though they just said it and told you exactly what it is that they want to do.
First of all, if you want to know why I feel confident in being able to talk to you about this, it's for one simple reason. I work for a multi-trillion-dollar company. And I sit in boardroom meetings all the time. I know about business. I see this all the time in my real work, in my executive work. Okay? I see this all the time. So I speak the business talk. Okay?
Yeah.
You just have to trust me. I can't tell you where I work. It's too top secret. But multi-trillion-dollar company. Okay? Sometimes you have to put things in a job posting to attract a certain type of people. It's called espionage science.
I actually saw somebody say this is designed to gather resumes. That's what somebody said.
put the word Xbox there, hoping to catch somebody that might want to apply for the job that has worked at Xbox before, so Sony can learn how to crush them from the inside.
I told you that Tony the Pony was going to succeed in doing some backflips mentally on this matter. See? So proud of you. You were able to nail it within the first 3 minutes of this video. Look at that.
Because the Xbox brand is like a cockroach that just won't die. It's dead. It's worthless. Nobody cares about it, but it's still that freaking cockroach that you say just won't die. Sony is smart. This is espionage. They put Xbox in the description of this job description so someone could apply that might have worked for Xbox before. So they could be like, oh, I've worked for Xbox before. I know how to get your games on there and create a bigger multi-strategy. Science. But I know none of you have thought about it that way. But that's because you don't work in the corporate world like I do.
No lie, bro. No lie. You got it.
Okay. Another point I want to bring up. Everyone is thinking that PlayStation now is going to be making games for the Xbox platform. No. PlayStation makes games for PlayStation gamers. And the other platforms get our scraps.
Oh.
Okay? You will not see a true PlayStation exclusive on the Xbox platform. You just won't. Everything has a legitimate and valid explanation. Sony still cares.
Like the explanation that the investors were given.
Cares about us and our identity and exclusivity.
He said identity and exclusivity.
MLB The Show.
Oh! That is a microaggression to me.
That was MLB's fault.
Oh, yes.
Clear as day. Helldivers, that's a live service game. They've already said that they were going to put live service games on other platforms.
They never said Xbox. They said PC.
Listen, we've been saying not a single PlayStation content creator disagreed that PlayStation would put games on Xbox before. Not a single one. We all knew that they were going to put their live service tempo games, non-tempo games on Xbox. We all of us agreed to this before. We knew this. We've been saying this. You just didn't listen.
That's not what Colin Moriarty is on video saying. Neither is that what people, and I'm not going to mention any other name, on video saying.
Listen to the full podcast. You didn't listen to the after hours. You didn't subscribe to our Patreons. You can hear the rest of the conversation where we already knew that this was going to happen.
Oh, yes.
So this is nothing new. If it's a live service game, if it's a non-tempo game, if it's a spin-off of a game, then it's going to go to other platforms. And we all...
And China Hero Project and everything Hero Project. Yes, we know.
Every single one of us knew. Every single one of us said, X, that includes an Xbox. We all said it. We all knew it. So that explains Helldivers is a live service game. If The Last of Us goes to Xbox, it's real simple, dummy. They have a show. They need to promote the show. It won't be PlayStation.
They are already explaining it. They are already explaining it ahead of time. This right here, this particular paradigm, let me go ahead and give my hypothesis and I'll end the video. This is where the entire exposure of the conversation surrounding PlayStation aficionados is going to be exposed. Already, a lot of the talking heads are jumping ship. I saw Guapzilla, where are all the PS5 games? I saw Puerto Rock jumping on William Aguilar's neck. There are going to be the ones that are going to dodge this huge, massive torpedo, and they're not going down in flames. But some others, they're going to stand right there and hug that ballistic item at full speed. Their reputation is going to pretty much be taking... Actually, most of them, their reputation is taking a hit. But man, it's about to change the way we visualize this thing. Everyone's about to go to being a real gamer. Like I told y'all, I said, I'm just waiting for the next superhero game. Did you not hear me when I said that to y'all? I said, y'all pray for me so that they can get a good superhero game out. They canceled Wonder Woman. I'm like, all right, guys, what are we doing over here? They said Iron Man is still going on. The Captain America, Black Panther one is still going on. I said, all right, who else is on the block? I'm just waiting for my next superhero game so that I can make videos on it. It's fun to make videos on those kinds of games because I enjoy those kinds of games. I told y'all. You guys thought I was kidding. I was like, we're going to be all going back to exactly what it is that we were doing before once this whole nonsense is done being talked about. So I look forward to that. Honestly, that's going to be a lot of fun. I can actually sit here and play the game. If I can stream, I stream. If I can talk about mechanics and whatever, talk about the game from a developer side. Oh, fun stuff, man. But I had to ensure that we shut down lies. Lies and lies and lies and lies and obfuscation and all kinds of mental gymnastics to ensure that somebody was not trying to urinate on our legs and call it rain. Shout out to Tony the Pony, the favorite homie, for getting the work done and explaining and pre-explaining to us what hadn't even yet happened. Peace out.